know, it's been 2 years, and 2 years they say that this dash camera does not have audio. Mustafa's bond hearing, this prosecutor says he's talking about a lip reader.
For the past 20 months, they've been saying that this dash camera didn't record audio. That's what they've been saying officially on the record. If you go to the record, you can pull up these transcripts, okay, and you can see that prosecutor is always saying, actually, they never mentioned the audio. They say that they have video from this dash camera, but no audio. Mm-hmm. Okay, it wasn't until 2 months ago. Imagine 2 months ago, 18 months later, we find out that investigator Drum had took this dash camera, plugged it into his personal computer, reviewed all the files on it, and admits in his memos, he says in his memos that he watched the video with the audio. And then he took this dash camera and sent it off to forensics. And forensics took this camera and they admit that there is video with a visible audio track. I mean, these are the quotes from Investigator Zymus with the forensics unit. She says that this dash cam video has a visible audio track. You look at Drum's memo, he says that this video, he watched these videos with audio, but that he had plugged it into his personal computer. Now, when the attorney questions Investigator Chad Mason, and he says, "Are you allowed to put these? Are you allowed to put this evidence, plug it into your personal computer?" He says, "No, it's against policy." And he's like, "So what?" It's almost like he's proud that he's violating department policy with evidence. You took this man's dash camera, okay, and you plugged it into your personal computer, and you reviewed all the files before sending it off to forensics. I mean, how is that okay? To take evidence, tamper with it on your personal computer before you send it off officially to have it reviewed by forensics.
I'll tell you what's happening here. They watched this dash camera with audio, and they saw that there is no argument, and they're like, how are we gonna get away with this? How are we gonna get away with this? Remove the audio. The judge is going to seal off these documents anyway. We're going to get the prosecutor to seal off the documents.
And who's going to know?
Who's going to know? To be honest with you, who's going to know? I mean, it's been 2 years. I mean, now I have the body cams. Now I have the discovery. This discovery is not, you can't FOIA request this discovery. You can't FOIA request discovery. You can't FOIA request these body cams. Body cams are sealed by Judge Weimer. But I have them. And I'm looking at these documents.
Forget about
FOIA. This dash camera has audio.
Look,
what this police department did, they looked at this dash camera and they're like, okay, all right, there is no argument. This is a vehicle accident. What are we going to do to fabricate a charge on this guy that's suing us? Oh, remove the audio, cut the dash camera. But they're so incompetent that when they cut this dash camera, they did not cut it by frames. If you measure the frames on the outside camera and the frames on the inside camera, you find out missing frame. They're talking about Mustafa did not have a reaction, did not have a facial reaction. Julie Carey says Mustafa Al-Jazari's facial expression changes little. Really? Did you not cut this dash camera? This police department, we have proof.
Why is the internal camera, the interior lens, why is it missing frames from when Mustafa begins to have a reaction? I mean, is it not odd that the camera cuts before impact and before Mustafa has a facial reaction?
Now we
what are the odds?
Now we know this is a Rexon dash camera. We know
this is a famous company. Rexon is a major. I mean, this is a $500 camera.
We know, according to Drum, that he listened to the content of the conversation. He said they were talking about courts. They were door dashing. They were talking about court. Okay, so you're telling me that you heard the content of the conversation, and you want to sit there and claim that there is no audio? We know that according to Officer Zymas with the digital forensic with the police department, that this dash camera does have audio. We know, according to Rexon and according to the police department, that this dash camera, the audio, and the whole entire dash camera is on the SD card.
Here, you know,
It's on the SD cards.
put all that aside for a second. The fact that this camera has audio, or the fact that the officers claim it has audio, that's exculpatory evidence. Because for at the time, for 18 months, Mustafa's been getting denied bond. Okay, and they never gave Mustafa's attorney the information that his dash camera's audio capability was turned on, that the dash cam videos did in fact have audio. That's exculpatory evidence.
They hid all of it.
And they never shared that with the attorneys. Okay? They never shared it with the attorney.